Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be trying another one of the Kiara Sky Jelly Tip starter kits. So this time, everything is out of the packaging because basically I am just trying the new nail tips. I have tried the full Kiara Sky Jelly Tip starter kit on my channel though, and basically if you choose to purchase the starter kit, you will get the nail tips of your choice, the mini lamp, and then also the prep liquids, the builder, and also the top coat. So basically that's everything that comes in the Kiara Sky Jelly Tip starter kit. But of course, you can purchase these items individually if you already have prep and primer, or if you want to specifically get specific nail tips from Kiara Sky. Today I will be trying the short stiletto, and they also do have other lengths and shapes available. I believe I have tried the long coffin and the medium coffin. I cannot remember 100%, but those videos will be linked down below. That way, if you do want to check those out to see the other shapes and sizes, you can do that as well. I would also love if you guys would leave a comment below letting me know what nail tips from Kiara Sky that you guys would like for me to try. If you have a specific length or shape, I'm definitely down to try what you guys want to see me try. So for today's video, I'm not going to be going in depth with any nail prep. I did apply my peel off base coat. Of course, if you do want your nails to last 3+ weeks and really get the longevity, you will want to go in with your nail prep, also using that primer, dehydrator, and going in with a base layer as well. Again, I'll be leaving a video link down in the description box because recently on my channel I've been going really in depth with nail prep, so I decided to kind of give my nails a break from that and just apply my peel off base coat, and kind of overall the main focus is trying out these short stiletto nail tips. So I do have problems when it comes to short stiletto, short almond, or oval. Those types of nail tips always tend to not fit my nail beds properly, and I know that can also be a huge problem with a lot of people as well, especially if you do have a longer natural nail plate. And today I'm going to be showing you how to fix that problem. So if your nail tips, if you're having like a short stiletto or almond and it kind of just cuts in too far, and you will be able to see here in a second to where when you're wearing it on your natural nail, a lot of your natural nail is going to be showing just because the shorter length, also getting that nail shape. So these ones specifically, the short stiletto, they do not work for me, especially on my thumbnail. You can see here I'm kind of pointing it out to where the stiletto shape, to be able to get that point for these nail tips and also have them be a shorter nail length, I am going to have a lot of overhang of my natural nail, and the nail tip isn't going to fully cover with the correct size. And the way you can fix that is basically just moving the nail tip up a little bit and gluing it down where the nail tip will fit and where it will cover your nail. I hope this is all making sense. I really did try to show everything as much as possible. When I'm sizing out my other nail tips, I didn't really have too much of my natural nail showing, but I still did go up, I think for like the 4 fingers, except for my thumb, I think I only did about 1 to 2 millimeters applying the nail tip, not close to my cuticle, but 1 to 2 millimeters away from my cuticle. For my thumb, I would probably say 3 to 4 millimeters, just because I did have a lot of my natural nails showing because the cut and the shape of the stiletto, it just wasn't fully covering my nail bed because I do tend to have a little bit of a longer nail bed. So this can definitely be a problem happening with you guys, and I thought I would share it because it can be very useful. Now, of course, these nail tips won't go to waste because I can still use them doing this method. I know it can be a little bit more difficult though, so definitely keep that in mind if you want to try like this short stiletto shape, but you have a longer nail bed. Keep in mind that the nail tip may not fit your nail plate properly. I went ahead and zoomed in the camera here just so you can really see. So this specific nail tip does fit me from sidewall to sidewall, but you can see that the shape and the cut of the nail tip, making it that pointy stiletto, I am going to have a lot of overhang with my natural nail just because the way my nail bed is longer than where they estimate the actual nail tip to start cutting and making that point. I just used a little bit of double-sided tape here because I didn't want to hold the nail in place, but I really wanted to show you guys the problem that I was having with these nail tips and just kind of warn you guys that if you're thinking about trying their short stiletto, maybe it's not the best option if you do have a longer nail bed, unless you are okay with doing this quick little hack or little trick that you can do to help cover and fully cover your natural nail. So you can see here that what I'm doing is just pulling the nail tip upward until I can see that the entire surface of my natural nail is covered. Obviously at the back of it, leaving about 3 to 4 millimeters, which we will fill in later with step number 3, the builder gel. So now it comes to applying the nails. Since I mentioned I already have my peel off base coat on, if you do want a more in-depth tutorial on how to prep for gel extensions, I will be leaving one down below and you can watch that if you really want to figure out how to properly prep your natural nails. But I'm diving right in using the builder step number 3 to apply these nails. For my forefingers, I will go about 1 to 2 millimeters away from my cuticle, just making sure that I pull it up far enough so that the nail tip covers on the sides of my natural nail. You don't really have to worry too much about it not covering the back side. This actually can be really helpful if you struggle with lifting when doing your gel extensions. Even if the nail tips do fit you, you can still try this out because it can help with lifting near the cuticle because you'll be able to blend that nail tip to your natural nail, and it kind of just gives it a little bit more of a reinforcement to make the nail tip last and not lift near the cuticle. So I'm just doing this with all of the nails, basically doing it the same way as I would if I was doing it any other time when doing gel extensions, applying the builder to the nail tip where I estimate the natural nail is going to be, adding a little bit more product just so I can have that gel cover my entire natural nail surface, holding it in place and doing a flash cure for about 15 seconds under the mini lamp. Once I do have all of the nails applied, I will go ahead and go into my larger nail lamp and do a full 30-second cure. So here are the nails after they have all been applied. You can see here that the thumb is now covering the entire surface of my thumbnail. Obviously, again, not near the cuticle area, but that's going to be totally okay because we're going to fill that in with the builder gel itself. But you can see here that moving that nail tip up a little bit allowed me to get the perfect fit with this nail tip, even though the cut was a little bit too harsh starting where my natural nail still was. I was still able to keep the shape of the stiletto and still use these jelly tips, even though if I would have applied it the regular way, I don't really know what you want to call it, but placing it covering the entire surface, it wouldn't have worked because I would have had too much of my natural nail showing. Of course, when doing this, you will get a little bit more of a longer length. You can file or clip that down if necessary, but I didn't really mind the extra length. I do like my nails to be a little bit longer. And honestly, they didn't add too much length just because I really didn't place the nail tip too much farther than where it was normally supposed to be laid on the natural nail. So to seal in the nail tip with your natural nail, I like using a fine grit sanding band and just taking this around the nail tip, and I just make sure that it is a seamless surface. Like if I feel a crust on my natural nail and the nail tip, I don't feel any ledges or bumps. It is just very smooth. I then am just taking a hand file to crisp up the stiletto shape a little bit, and then I will also be taking a buffer to remove the shine from the nail tips as well. And then once I'm all finished with that, I will go in with my dust brush to remove all of the nail dust. After I had the nail tips blended in with my natural nail, I am now going to be taking step number 3, the builder gel, and this product is what I actually use to apply the nail tips. I am going to be taking this and filling in the area in between the natural nail and the full cover nail tip. I will also just be dragging this product the whole way, covering the entire surface of the nail tip. This also will just create a lot of strength. It will still seal in that area to act as if you have just a full cover nail tip laid on your entire natural nail. And honestly, it's just a really easy process. I do kind of like to apply the product just a little bit to help build the apex if it's necessary, but generally, because I'm really only applying that nail tip 1 to 2 millimeters away from the cuticle, you don't have to worry too much because you still will get that strength from the actual nail tip, but just filling in the gap between your natural nail and the nail tip can be very important, especially if you do want to get a clean application. Being honest, when applying my gel extensions this way or applying my jelly tips, I do feel that it is a little bit more difficult for me to get a super clean or crisp cuticle just because it is more new to me. I don't usually do this method, but again, with everything, practice makes perfect. So if I do this method more, and I will of course get better at it, I'll get cleaner cuticles, just like doing the regular gel extension application where I'm applying the nail tip covering my entire natural nail. So I hope that all made sense. I hope it helped you guys if you are struggling with the same situation. Even any type of nail tip, even if it's a square or coffin, if it just doesn't cover your entire natural nail on the sides and you're struggling with that, this can really be a great hack to help that. And so your nail tips don't go to waste, or so that you can't ever use your nail tips. It is also super helpful if you're struggling with lifting. I recommend trying this out because it can definitely help because the nail tip isn't touching anywhere on your cuticle. So that can just really help bond and adhere it better and just give it a little bit more reinforcement to make it last a little bit longer. So the reason for actually doing these stiletto nails today was because I wanted to do some fun watermelon nails. I am not a huge stiletto nail fan. I feel like if I'm doing stiletto nails, it normally has a purpose just because I don't really care for the pointy shape, but these were so perfect for watermelons, just like a fun slice of watermelon. So I'm taking one of these new Diamond FX Brights colors. This one is, I believe the name is Hot Tropic. It was one of my favorites from the collection. It is a very hot pink, and I decided instead of doing red, I wanted to do some hot pink watermelons just to make it a little bit more girly. So I applied my first coat of this to the nails. I cured that for 30 seconds, and then just to bring in some more glitter and just really get that true vibrant color, I am going in with a second coat, and I also cured that for 30 seconds as well. Once I had both coats cured, here how they are looking, so bright, like a highlighter pink. I love this color. They were already looking like little watermelon slices on my nails. I am now going to be going in with the white canvas gel liner, and just around the cuticle area I am going to be putting a white just folding it around the cuticle because of course we need to add the white to the watermelon and the green to the watermelon. So I'm starting off with the white and kind of making it the width of 2 so I can go over top of the white with the green and get the green and the white all together. It will also help with just making the green pop a little bit more since I'm applying a layer of white down first. So I'm going to be doing this on all of the nails. It was pretty simple, but again, like I mentioned, when doing gel extensions this way, I don't always feel I can get a super clean cuticle. So I was struggling just a little bit, but I kept going. I didn't feel like it was really bad, and overall, I still think the finishing look of these nails turned out really good. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play out because it is a really easy and simple process just to watch me applying the white to the cuticle area, doing that on all of the nails, curing for 30 seconds, and then I will go in with a green gel liner and basically repeat the same exact thing just to get the green and white part of the watermelon. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the video. If you are and haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe. Give the video a like, it really helps me out a lot. And if you're feeling generous, leave a comment below. So here how the nails are looking once I had the green and the white part of the watermelon. But of course, to pull this entire nail set together, we have to add those watermelon seeds. So taking the black gel liner, I just put some of that out on a palette, and I'm using a very small silicone tool just to create very small little black specks on the nails, and these are of course going to act as the watermelon seeds. Now taking the top coat, which is step number 4, I'm going to be applying a layer of this to seal everything in and curing for 30 seconds in the nail lamp. Here are the nails after the top coat has been cured. I also went ahead and did my thumb off camera. I did do it as a Instagram reel. If you aren't following me over on Instagram, I highly recommend you go follow me. I do post some more content over there that I don't post on my YouTube channel. So if you want to just see some more behind the scenes or extra nail content, definitely go follow me. It is Nailed by Brandy and always linked in the description box below. I went in with some of my rose scented cuticle oil from Kiara Sky, which is my all-time favorite cuticle oil. I love the way it makes my skin feel. It makes me feel refreshed, nourished, and it also just smells so freaking good. But I went ahead, rubbed that in to nourish my cuticles, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finished look of these nails. They are so summery, they're so fun, and I am so glad that I decided to go with the hot pink instead of the red. I just think it looks a little bit more girly and fun, and of course watermelon can have like a hot pink tone to it sometimes instead of just being full red. So these nails are very pretty, absolutely would have been perfect for Memorial Day. I mean, you show up to a barbecue with some watermelon slices on your nails, that is going to look so good. But overall, I feel like this nail art is very beginner friendly. You have your base coat color, whatever color you choose to do. Then you have the white and the green part of the watermelon. And then you just throw on some black dots for seeds. And there you go. Literally that easy. And you have some freaking cute watermelon nails. And if you also use the Diamond FX Brights colors, you will have a pretty disco ball on your nails out in the sun and under your phone flash. I really hope that you guys did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.